Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, we are going to start the Varnhold DLC. So, Beneath the Stolen Lands, yeah, we did. What is this? This was the first one. This was the Tenebrous Depths. Only one save slot is available in this mode. The game saves automatically in key points and upon. Okay, so that's like Iron Man mode. If you enable this option, only companions in your current party will gain experience. If there's less than 6 companions, each of them will receive increased experience. Disable this option for all companions to gain experience even if they're not in your current party. Interesting. Varnhold Lot. While celebrating your victory at Jamadi Ador's mansion, you met another hero of the Stolen Lands, the mercenary captain Magar Varn. While you build your barony in the Shrike Hills and the Gnarl Marshes, Varn and his people established their own nation of Varnhold on the plains of Dunsword. What challenges do they face? Play this story, and the main campaign will reflect the consequences of your choices you make. Interesting. So we were supposed to play this... Because this is separate, right? Like, I don't remember this being part of the actual main storyline. So we would have to... What? Play up to Varnhold vanishing? Then stop, play this, and then continue the main storyline to get the consequences? Okay, so apparently there was no difficulty. I picked challenging because I thought there might be a difficulty achievement. I don't think we got one. So I think I'm just gonna pick normal. Maybe I'll just go easy. Just so we can speed this through. I think we'll do normal. Yeah, we'll go with normal. And then we'll just do whatever that says. Create a companion from scratch. Really? Bard, Druid, Fighter, Paladin, Sorcerer. I might make a monk. I don't really want to take the time to learn a whole new class. I might just make a monk. Import main character? Hang on. What is this? Yes. Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, let's just import me then. Oh, did we not? Select a save to import your character from Pathfinder and Kingmaker's main story. Oh, maybe we just get to pick a different portrait? It's kind of neat because now I know like who some of these people are. That's kind of cool. I like that. Kind of want to make a orc rogue now. That's kind of cool. I just stick with like my first portrait. Yeah, we'll just stick with you. Wait, why is this like I'm not actually importing someone? Why is this not letting me import? Hang on, I'm going to Google this real quick. Pathfinder, Kingmaker plus Varnhold DLC plus can't import character. So the game asks me if I want to import, but after choosing my file, it still wants me to create a character from scratch. Can someone explain what importing the save does? In Varnhold's Lot, you essentially play Megor's side story through the eyes of his right-hand woman. So the import is so your specific Baroness can cameo where relevant. But your actual main character will be said person that is Megor's other bestie. Oh, okay. So we're not actually going to play as my guy. Okay, well, I think I'm still going to be a monk. Not going to worry about what he looks like. Oh, tiefling one? Because we never really used Halo. Resistance was nice. Maybe like a big guy. Like a bald guy. And I think we had a... Yeah, I had a beard. I think I had like that lumberjack beard. We'll just make him like that. Make him look like a total goon. Yeah, okay. Just make him look totally different. Yeah, we'll go monk, just because I don't want to take the time to learn a new guy. The sensei is a revered teacher who imparts lessons on oneness, mind, body, and spirit among the occasional correction that is subtle and swift. Rather than using wisdom for his own benefit alone, he uses it to better those around it. Oh. Stunning fists, fatigue, sicken. Monk bonus feat, and all the way to 18. Inspire courage. That's different. Sightful strike. He uses wisdom bonus in lieu of his strength or dexterity on attack rolls and combat maneuver checks with unarmed strikes or monk weapons. Interesting. Style strike. Key powers. Inspire competence. So he's like a bard and a monk rolled into one. Mystic powers. At 6th level, a sensei may use his advice ability when spending points from his key point to activate a class ability, or have the ability to affect an ally within 30 feet of the sensei himself. Affect all allies. Oh, so I'm guessing I pick powers? Mystic wisdom. While using advice to provide a single ally within 30 feet with evasion, fast movement, high jump, purity of body, or slow fall. So I can like boost people. Steal my purity of body, inspire greatness. Huh. Magic strike, cold iron, lawful, that's all that stuff. Style strikes. Yeah, so this is basically preset stuff. They sacrifice their freedom to choose their power in exchange for steeled willpower and the trusted set of traditional abilities. Yeah, okay, so I lost will saving because of that. Sure, we're cool with that. Why not? Let's do the wisdom and charisma. Strength and charisma. Intelligence and charisma. Institution and charisma. Institution and wisdom isn't bad. I think we were thinking about using that guy, and then we went with something else. Dexterity and charisma. I think that's who we went with. Nope, glitter dust once per day. Invisible. Okay, this is who I picked. Dexterity and wisdom. Nothing to strength. Oh, strength and charisma. Look for strength and wisdom. But I don't think that is a thing. +2 ratio bonus in persuasion with perception checks and use the hold person spell once per day. Sure. Bump that up as high as we can. Let's try this. Alright, that way we got decent saves, good AC, decent strength. Stick with mobility and perception. Again, we'll just kind of basically remake my guy. Just so there's less to figure out. Okay. Combat reflexes was pretty good. That's to my dex ability. Why does it say I have one ability point, but I can't actually use it? I'm confused. Why do I have one ability point, but I can't use it? Thinking combat reflexes. What else we got? Dodge gives me +1 AC. I'm pretty sure I took that. That's nice to have, but really not great for a feat. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Oh, that lets me... Okay, maybe we won't do that. Toughness, extra health. Do we get deflect arrows as a traditional monk? Or is that something I need to take? Oh, I can also make attacks of opportunity while flat-footed. I didn't realize that. Alright, let's do that.
We do it my way. Burn! Slice! Behead!
Our time has come.
Forwards! I feel faint.
All this waiting bores me.
We will be victorious.
So it comes to this.
That doesn't sound very wise.
That's what you get.
I'm always ready. I have no use for this. I'll take care of it.
Defeat is not an option. I shall not falter. Strike as one.
This is my path. We cannot be defeated.
A solid plan.
Spell's not working like that. None shall escape!
This will hurt.
I sense something. Combat is adjourned. I need to concentrate. Does anyone require my counsel? I will guide. I'll need to review this spell later.
Yeah, I think we'll go with wise. And we'll stop there and stop there. Me, number 2. And let's be lawful good.
So it comes to this.
Sure. Let's level up. Okay. Monk bonus feat. Deflect arrows. Yeah. And then we get evasion as well. What the hell? What's... Alright. And choosing a feat. Teamwork, power attack. Pummeling style, maybe. I don't know what level we're going to get up to, though. I don't know if fists count as a light weapon. That could have been good. Let's go weapon focus. Extra Extra attack, fast movement. Okay. Get an extra point. Let's put it into strength to get the extra bonus. Okay. It's gonna keep leveling up, apparently. We will do. Nah, we'll do defenses. Sure. Oh, okay, that was it. What was that, 5 levels? Oh, Lindsay's not reading this one, apparently. There are some stories that resemble the last fleeting beam of sunlight as the sun sets in the fall. It gleams and disappears, leaving perhaps a bright trace in someone's memory. One such story is a town called Varnhold, and I, an author still unknown to you, shall convey it in every truthful and exciting detail.
Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands.
Hey, there I am.
Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon. Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword.
That guy didn't do
And
anything
finally,
in the story.
the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace. Step forward.
Okay, I was gonna say, like...
On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Thank you, Lady Aldori, distinguished guests. It is a great honor for me. It is with the greatest joy that I announce the founding of my barony in Dunsward. It shall be called Varnhold.
That doesn't
But I
sound
must
like his
say
voice.
that this happy event is not mine to claim alone. The stolen lands would never have yielded to me if it weren't for the valor of my friends and companions. Now I would like to introduce my right hand, a hero without whose help I wouldn't be standing here now. Please, step forward.
Stare down between the two monks. The beginning. The city of Restov, cradle of intrigue and wellspring of greatness, welcomes the daring conquerors of the Stolen Lands, Magar Varn and his loyal companions among them. What awaits them within these walls? Let Magar know when you are ready to go. During the celebration, Baron Varn's companion can spend their time talking to the guests at the reception and trying to grasp the intricacies of local politics. And then, off they go. Varnhold awaits. Okay, let's set up my stuff here. Oh yeah, we never really did that. Treat an affliction means to tend to a single disease or poisoned character. Make a lower religion check. If your DC exceeds the DC of the affliction is removed. Treat each character only once per day. Oh. Stunning Fist we have. Hold Person. We can put down there. Stunning Fist, we have that. Not going to use, we have that. Sure, something like that. Today we raise our cups to Varnhold. I only look forward to the day that we raise them once more to celebrate an independent Rostov. It is high time that Varn and his people were rewarded for their many feats. I'm glad the moment has finally come. So, you're the famous me number 2. I'm pleased to finally meet you in person. Varn has told me much of your deeds. One of the competitors who successfully completed Jamari Ador's task and received a barony as a reward. Varnling host? What? What do you hold for the future of Varnhold? I only wish I knew. We live in a wild time of great changes. The rise of new states and disputed lands will be a shock to the entire region. Of course, I have my own thoughts and plans, as everybody does. But there's only one thing I'm sure of. There'll be no risk of a boring future. Allow me to return to the question. What do you think awaits your young barony? Work. Much difficult and dangerous work awaits us, if we were to survive. You seem to have both your feet on the ground. It's good to see that Varn has such people around him. He's never lacked courage, but practicalities have never been his strong suit. The Varnlian host fought for your interests many times, but we haven't had a chance to meet in person yet. It's a pleasure doing business with the Varnlian host. You offer honest swords for honest gold. You do charge a fair amount, but this means I won't have to worry about someone else buying you out from under me. Alas, not many mercenary teams can boast your reputation. A mercenary group created and led by Magar Varn. Oh. The group has fought for your interest many times. Oh. I must go. I wish you luck. Hail! Hail Hydra! I mean, hi! What torture. The guests eat and drink, and we can't even move. Natalia Sartova gives you a cool but mildly curious look, as if you were a peculiar animal at a zoo. Me number 2, right hand of Magar Varn, hero of the legendary Varnling host. They say your courage is only matched by your ingenuity. Is that true? People say many things. I prefer actions to words. I see you're cautious. A commendable quality for people in your line of work. Your commander is certainly courageous, but doesn't think clearly about certain matters. He's bluntly refused to take envoys with him, as if he thinks his young barony can survive without allies. Do you think there are reasonable people in this new baron's circle who understand how important diplomacy is for the state? Do you mean spies and traitors? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there's no one like that among us. I see you are a perfect match for your leader. Well, I can only pray that Varnhold thrives in isolation from the outside world. But in any case, for now, this is just empty rhetoric. Your young state must first prove that it is worthy of diplomacy. I suspect we shall revisit this conversation in a year or two, if by that time the name of Varnhold can still be found on the maps. What are your thoughts on the future of Varnhold? You are addressing the ruler of Bevroy. I don't guess anyone's future. I determine it. But as for Varnhold, truth be told, I am still thinking about what to do with you. We'll see how you deal with the lands you've received. What do you think of today's reception? I suppose Lady Adori and the Lord Mayor Selamis. I totally forgot about the mayor. Oh, we never tried to go to Restov. I wonder if we could have. Are very happy with this affair they managed to plot behind my back, along with their new toy baronies. Honestly, I should remind them who rules Bevroy and call an immediate end to the entire farce. Do you know why I haven't? Because it would be a terribly obvious and crude response to Restov's maneuverings. On the battlefield, you wouldn't seek to do the very thing that your adversary expects and have been preparing for, would you? But I assure you, sooner or later we'll make our move. Just not today. I have to go. Have a safe journey. I wish your barony happiness and prosperity. I love how, freaking, stout our guy is. He looks like he could, just run through a brick wall. Your lord drew a winning ticket. You must be glad that you serve in his army. The civilized world ends at the river to the south. Beyond that, miles upon miles of impassable wilderness. What a relief is that people will be settling there at last. Same thing. Eston. Well, Tartesio. Well, scum. And how did we... maybe I've had one too many. Your lord drew a winning ticket. My friends went ahead, but I stayed to chat with the heroes of the Varnling host. Who would have imagined that you would have accomplished so many feats? I hope someone makes a song about you, too. You're gonna die in 7 years. Just saying. Building houses, settling hearths, and turning wastelands into bountiful fields. These are all pious acts. May Airstill aid you. Varnhold it is, then. I'll be curious to see what you managed to build there. I might even pay you a visit sometime. Winning ticket, winning ticket, winning ticket. All of high society is here, even Natalia Saratova. There could be an assassination or provocation. Anything. Lady Adori doesn't have guests very often, but today's occasion warrants a celebration. This upstarts. And that's everything.
Without a doubt.
Magar, can you even hear yourself? What utter rubbish. No, you need to listen to me. You are single-handedly destroying everything we've worked so hard for these many years. Don't even start. This is... No, no, no. No, no, and no. You have no idea. Say whatever you want, but I will not tolerate... Okay. As the guests linger and entertain themselves, one hero of the occasion stands aside. Magar Varn, the leader of Varnling Host, your direct commander, and henceforth the undisputed Baron of Varnhold. He's busying himself with one of his favorite pastimes. He's trying very hard not to yell, but he's ferociously arguing about something with the party's co-founder, a wizard named Sefel Lortinus, Varn's oldest companion and his most uncompromising opponent. Magar Varn's close friend and bitter rival, an experienced wizard and the co-founder of the famous Varnling Host mercenary group.
But, Varn, my dear friend, would you please be so kind as to explain what devil take you've been doing? I've financed this venture with my own personal funds, not to mention all the effort and time I've invested. And pray tell, what was it all for? For you to assemble the fruits of our labors and pitch the whole lot down the privy?
Fruits? I've been busy guarding these fruits from Brevoy's incessant fruit moths. But I'm a baron now. We finally have our own land. For the first time in our lives, we're independent. No one can tell us what to do. And you want to destroy everything we've achieved by inviting spies into our house? Of course! Why not? Please, do come in, eavesdrop, sniff around, take whatever you please. Cephal is generous. He said make yourself at home.
Oh, Asmodeus, please give me the patience to withstand this nonsense, or take my soul already. Varn, what are you saying? What is this independence you speak of? We depend on Restov for literally everything, from the inflow of settlers to the food to feed them. I like Jamandi no more than you do, but it will take us years to free ourselves from her influence. Right now we must bow to our patron, brag about a title we received from her very hands.
Listening to you is disgusting. Did we claw away our own piece of land, only to keep toiling away for all those... Ah, friend, you're right on time. Come, be our arbiter.
My name is me number 2, and thank you for using it. What are you arguing about?
At issue is the fact that Jamandi Aldori has generously offered to Magar the use of her envoy. And who is Jamandi Aldori? The very same one who created our barony, and who could make it disappear with a flick of her finger. An insignificant figure in the grand scheme of things, no doubt. But good Varn refused her. And to top it all off, he rather suggestively hinted that he considers every single one of Brevoy's diplomats to be spies.
What else should I consider them? Cephal, have you grown foggy in your old age? I can hardly recognize you. You've always been a hardliner. You've always put the interests of our ventures above everything else. And now you want us to roll over on our backs for the Aldori, wiggle our tails, and wait to be petted. We're an independent state now, and we shall have it known to all that we won't be ordered about.
Magar, of course they're spies. You refused the spy in plain sight. Congratulations, well done. Now the Sword Lords will send other spies, ones we won't even be able to see. Restov has invested a great deal in our barony. He is ready to invest yet more. So why bite the hand that feeds us before the feeding is over? We could at least pretend to be humble, so long as we're still getting something for it.
Got a point.
Well, for one thing, that's low. By accepting Restov's handouts, we're taking on certain obligations. I know you don't care a fig for morality, but think of our reputation. Who will want to deal with us if we steal from our employers and stab them in the back?
What? I don't understand. What do you mean stealing and stabbing them? What the hell are you talking about? Are you saying accepting help from them is like... What?
Why do you keep saying us and our? Do I need to remind you that you're a baron now? That is the difference between you and me. You were born of a noble family, and yet even now, after receiving lands and power, you continue to think like the leader of a band of thugs. While my parents plowed the soil, and I learned to read by moonlight. But even as a snot-nosed child, I tried to think like a ruler, a king without a kingdom. After decades, my plans and schemes are finally bearing fruit. I shall not allow you to destroy everything we have created with your stupid pride.
Safel is right. We must be cautious, or we'll lose Varnhold as quickly as we won it.
It won't be my hot temper that ruins us. It'll be your cunning and greed. In any game, the most important thing to know is when it's time to take your winnings and walk away.
But that's where you're so wrong. Do you imagine this is a table we can get up from? No. A mercenary commander can pocket some loot and move to the other side of the continent. In becoming a baron, you've got yourself into a long, long game. You cannot simply leave it. But if you play it well, your children and grandchildren may get a turn. All right, enough arguing. What is done cannot be undone. You spoiled my game quite a bit, Magar, and I will not forget it in a hurry. We shall try to play with the hand we were dealt. Celebrations are over. It's time for everyday life. I suggest we exchange bows with the respected hosts and set off to Varnhold. We have much work to do.
Let's go. Varnhold awaits.
If we had a Brevin envoy with us, they'd be spying out the road to Varnhold for Jamandi.
As if Jamandi best not learn where we live. If there were an envoy with us, I would already be feeding them misinformation.
That seemed like a lot easier way to get to it than through the mountains. Are they coming? They are. They're coming. Hail, fighters! Hail, your grace! Varnling host, my eagles! I promised for many years that I would lead you to victory, and now I have. I missed what they said. You are a mercenary party no more. You are my personal guard, the best of the best. We will never fight for others' gold again. From now on, we fight for what is ours. Hip hip hooray! Glory to Baron Varn! Baron Varn. Yeah. The soldiers fall out, and only Kejori Isbach remains, looking as gloomy as ever despite the universal jubilation. The Sullen Dwarf is a quartermaster and chaplain of the Varnling host, famous for her skill in dampening the commander's enthusiasm. Welcome back, Your Grace. Did you have fun at the celebration? Have enough to eat? Good. Then let's get back to work before you squander the whole barony. You should have gone with us. You would have liked it. I hate Restov. Besides, while you were at the ball, another bandit gang slithered into town. And who would have taken care of it if I weren't here, huh? Anyhow, the festivities are over. You're a baron now. Get to baroning. If you say so, to baroning. Here's my first order. I shall appoint you, Kejordi, as treasurer. You, Sefel, will be my reagent. And you, me number 2, my general. Any questions? No? Then get to work. Well, General, here's your first order. Talk to Kajorji and pick 3 of our lads as your brothers in arms. I can't spare more than 3 for now. Someone has to guard the capital. Take the best, whoever will follow you to hell and back. When you've gathered them together, come find me at the fort. There's something I need you to do. 25,000 gold, man. People are expansive. Bidding farewell to Restov, Baron Magar Varn set off to Varnhold, now as its rightful sovereign. Ripples in the water. The news from Dunsword worry Magar Varn. Trouble is brewing there. The Baron and his people had best sort it out. But what does this news mean? Is it just ordinary petty trouble, or a sign of something bigger, a greater threat yet hidden from our eyes? Something is troubling Baron Varn, and he's asked his general to choose 3 members of the party to take on in certain venture. Quartermaster Kajardi will be happy to assist. Alright, let's start.
I can see my destination.
It's warmer here than in Bevroy, but the soil is fertile? CV link stuff. All the tombs around the town make me feel uneasy, like we settled down in a giant cemetery.
Focus on the goal.
It's a little bare here for now, but it's alright. We work hard, in a few years this will be a great town. A new place, a new life.
I will guide.
I feel so slow. We're already moving faster than most people, but compared to previous. Oh. Okay, I totally thought we would have to pay to sleep. The tavern owner, Sevlid, a freckled halfling, waves to you gladly. Oh, I heard you're the general now. Congratulations! This calls for a celebration. Do you want a drink? Or just water while you're on duty? Her wife, Karda, stops wiping the cups and gives you a wiry look. If I had to serve as the general of Varnhold, I'd have to start the day with a glass of gin. But you do that anyway. You said a tavern owner's life is easy as a general's. How did you end up in Varnhold? We used to have a tavern in Galt. Ha! And then one day we didn't. They confiscated it for the needs of the revolution. But I suppose we should be grateful they let us go alive. They might have finished us off as oppressors and exploiters. Luckily, we're too busy enacting revolutionary justice in our wine cellar, and we managed to sneak away. The scumbags took everything we had, except our common sense. Well, we broke our backs for a few years to scrounge up enough to open a new venue. We heard about this new barony, the new town, so we came here. And it's quite a gold mine. This town is growing. There'll be more and more people, and all of them need to eat and drink. If Desna wills it, we'll be rich. What's on the menu? Here, take your pick. Potion of bark skin. Chocolate ice cream. What's a recipe? Grilled silver eel recipe. Taffy recipe. General, welcome. What will you have? I have to go. Come back anytime. We'll save you a bottle of something worthy of a general.
I can see my destination.
The settlers aren't even hurrying to join the militia. Everyone wants to live in a warm house. But who's going to protect those houses? We gotta talk to you, so we'll do that after. We should build a stone wall around the town. There are plenty of Cyclops tombs all around. Should we take them down for bricks?
Without a doubt.
There's bandits and monsters over the place. We need to double the patrols. Finally, a place I can call home.
There are many roads to success.
A barony of our own? That's quite an undertaking. Go to your room. It's a little bear here now. Oh, we read that.
I can see my destination. Focus on the goal.
An old man in a threadbare robe squints at you, fiddling with his matted beard. What do you seek, soldier? Oh, I'm sorry. General, of course. So what will it be? Spells? Magic? Secrets? Oh, Ingash can do anything. Knows everything. I have wands and potions. It can tell you your fortune. It won't cost you much. You detect the sour stench of stale alcohol as the old man mumbles. Who are you? With a visible effort, the old man focuses his eyes on you. Me? Ignash, the sorcerer. I worked for years in rain and snow, near a beer and near any drought. Then one sad day I got myself wasted, and suddenly the gift of magic I tasted. Now I wander with fortunes to tell and spells to sell. Show me your wares. Here, look. Everything is real. Plenty of magic, but no tricks. Got it. You're my magic shop. A new place, a new life.
I will guide.
I still can't believe we own our own state. It's a good thing I followed Varn.
Without a doubt. I can see my destination.
Alright, let's go. Get companions. Kiduri Isbok, formerly quartermaster and champion of the Varning host, now treasurer of Varnhold, greets you with a curt nod. Over all the years you spent in a party with this no-nonsense dwarf, she's only smiled 3 or 4 times, and never when she was sober. So, you finished celebrating? Had your fun? Then let's get to business. My gut tells me they aren't going to let us live peacefully in this land. Raid. I need some equipment. Show me what you have. Take your pick. Just don't imagine that the general gets whatever he wants for free. Order is order. Okay, so we need 3 people to fill out the party. Bag of holding. Okay, what do we got here? Bag of holding. Rapier. Ring of Law. +4 deflection AC. Immunity to confusion and fear. Sure. Lantern we don't really need. Okay, what are you? You are lawful evil. Interesting. You're a wizard. And you're a rogue. On a burning arc. "27 charges. Got a quarterstaff +1. You've got a short sword +1. Got a bunch of potions on us. Oh, that's... You don't have a bewildering injury, you inflict. That's a little confusing. I need the help of a priest. Why does the Father of Creation still tinker with us fools? Mark my word, someday his patience will end and then all of us will be finished. Fine, you can buy any scroll you need from me. I'll read it. Just don't imagine I'm going to run after you outside the city. When you go off on the march, you'd best take a cleric with you. You're cheerful as always. What's there to be cheery about? Of course, a barony is a profitable venture. But do you have any idea what it's like to be a treasurer? The quartermaster's job was a thorn in my butt. But this one's more like a wyvern's claw. Or a whole wyvern. We're lucky to have a resourceful person like you on our side. Of course you are. Without me, you'd all be paupiers. Well, why are you sucking up to me? After all the beer in my stock? I'm not pouring any today. Don't get your hopes up. Apparently, we're going with this one. I want to take someone from the team on a raid. I would recommend Gekar, the Bruiser, and Terra. It's a waste when such a strong priest and fighter who can tear enemies to pieces with his bare hands is patrolling the streets. And Terra, that insolent mug, I'm afraid to keep her cooped up in Varnhold. What if she starts thinking too fondly of the good old times when she was a pirate? Wait, you're only naming 2 people. Or is it Gekar, Terra, and the Bruiser? I thought the Bruiser was Gekar's nickname. Fine, I'll take these 3. That's a deal! So, Archer, Cleric, and... Fighter? It's time to visit the stockade to talk to Varn and find out why he ordered a party assembled. Terra, Freebooter. A freebooter is a natural leader, a pirate who works well with a variety of people and in a variety of roles. Her specialized combat tactics help organize and direct a crew, and freebooters' talents are in high demand. Most freebooters work as independent agents. A freebooter signs on with a crew when she feels the urge to travel, and often moves to a new ship when her contract ends. Two-bladed. The Varnhold Host is a well-known elite mercenary group. There are heroes of numerous campaigns, and capable of turning a complete loss into a total victory. The mercenaries of the Varnhold host are friends whose bonds are forged by blood and tempered steel. So yeah, we're starting at level 2. Okay, so 2 weapon fighting, weapon focused dagger, proficiency heavy armor. Freebooter's Bane. At first level, the freebooter can, as a move action, indicate an enemy in combat and rally her allies to focus on that target. The freebooter and her allies gain a +1 bonus on weapon attack and damage rolls against the target. At 5th level and every 5 levels thereafter, 10th, 15th, and 20th, the bonus increases by 1. The freebooter's Bane lasts until the target dies or the freebooter selects a new target. Okay, so we're at +2 attack and damage rolls. That's pretty good. And then that upgrades to Freebooter's Bond. At 4th level, a freebooter forms a bond with her crewmates. This bond allows her to spend a move action to gain her allies extra combat powerless when they work as a team. All enemies within 30 feet who can see or hear the freebooter gain an additional +2 bonus on attack rolls when flanking for 1 minute. Okay. Double Slice. Your offhand weapon while dual wielding strikes with greater power. Add your strength bonus to damage rolls made with your offhand weapon. You normally add only half of your strength modifier to damage rolls made with the weapon wielded in your offhand. Yeah. Favorite terrain, forest. +2 bonus on initiative checks and lore, nature, perception, and stealth checks. Yeah. And endurance. +2 bonus to athletic and +4 fortitude saves against fatigue and exhaustion. Sleep in light or medium armor without becoming fatigued. Alright. And we got Bruiser. Yeah, okay, so that was the name. Scaled Fist. That sounds like a monk. Steeped in traditions that trace their origins to the warrior monks who trained under the tutelage of draconic masters, Scaled Fists issue passive introspection in favor for unshakable confidence. Scaled Fists learn to combine brutal intimidation with the brazen ferocity of an ancient white worm, to devastate their foes. And you took Toughness, Crane Style, Crane Wing. When fighting defensively with at least one free hand, you gain a +4 dodge bonus to AC against melee attacks. If the melee attack misses you by 4 or less, you lose this dodge bonus until the beginning of your next turn. What? It's 1 dodge. So is this an upgrade or is this an alternative? +4 to dodge. If a melee attack misses you by 4 or less, you lose the dodge bonus. So that only works against like 1 attack, kind of. Weird. Stunning Fist, dodge, blind fights, Scaled Fist bonus feat. First level, second level, and every 4 levels thereafter, a Scaled Fist can select a bonus feat. Oh, okay, that's a bonus feat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got evasion, your magic, true strike, defensive spin, blue dragon electricity. Blue dragons are consummate schemers and obsessively orderly. In combat, blue dragons prefer to surprise foes if possible, and they are not above retreating if the odds are against them. Okay. Oh, I guess you get a Draconic Breath at 12. Draconic Metal. At 3rd level, a Scaled Fist gains +2 bonus on saving throws attempt against all fear, paralysis, and sleep effects. And key pool. Alright. Then you are a Cleric. Herald Caller. Unlike Crusaders or Paladins who charge headlong into battle in the name of their patron deities, Herald Callers are adept at calling powerful outsiders to aid their brethren in battle. Or you're a ranger. Got a bow, you might be a ranger. No, you're a cleric, because clerics don't get anything up for the second half. Perception, point blank shot, precise shot, rapid shot. Call heralds. A herald caller can channel stored spell energy into summoning spells that she hasn't prepared ahead of time. She can lose a prepared spell in order to cast any summon monster spell at the same level. Oh, so that's like the healing upgrade that Tristan had, but summoning instead of healing. Mighty Heralds. At 4th level, a Herald Caller receives Augment Summoning as a bonus feat. Augment Summoning. Your summoned creatures are more powerful and robust. Each creature you conjure with any summoned spell gains a +4 enchantment bonus to Strength and Constitution for the duration of the spell that summoned it. Alright. Animal Domain. You can speak with and befriend animals with ease. In addition, you treat Lore Nature as a class skill. At 4th level, you gain the service of an animal companion. Your effective druid level for this animal companion is equal to your level in the class that gave you access to this domain, -3. Druids who take this ability through their Nature Bond class feature uses their druid level -3 to determine the abilities of their animal companions. And then a bunch of spells. So you're a druid? Animal companion Elk. Medium size, 50 speed, +6 natural armor. Gore, 1d8. 2 hooves, 1d4. Ability scores at 7th level, yada yada yada. Channel positive energy. Detect magic. Detects magical ores or of active spells or artifacts, or those that were active recently. Can identify the school of magic to which the spell belongs. Used in dialogues. Dedicated Summoner. A Herald Caller depends on summoned allies to overcome her foes, which affords her little experience with the marital pursuits typical of other clerics and a narrow spiritual focus. A Herald Caller can choose only one domain from her deity's list of domains rather than the normal 2 domains, and she doesn't gain proficiency with medium armor or shield. So you're a cleric then. Okay, you have memorized spells. We should probably look at this. Acid Maw. Your animal companion's bite attack deals an additional 1d4 points of acid damage, and the acid dealer deals another 1d4 points of acid damage to the target on the next round. That's neat. Gain +3 competence bonus on perception checks, +1 competence bonus on ranged attacks, and the critical multiplier for your bows and crossbows becomes 1920 times 3. Tangle. Spell causes tall grass, weeds, and other plants to wrap around creatures in the area of effect or those that enter the area. Creatures that fail their save gain the entangled condition. Creatures that succeed in their save can move with normal. Those that remain in the area must save again each round. Each creature that moves into the area must save immediately. Entangled creatures can break free by making combat maneuver check, athletics check, or mobility check against the DC of this spell every round. Healing, Feather Step, ignore, Hurricane Bow. Any arrow fired from a bow or crossbow or you are carrying when the spell is cast deals damage as if one size larger than it actually is. For instance, an arrow fired from a medium longbow normally deals 1d8 points of damage, but instead will do 2d6 points of damage if fired from a hurricane bow. Lead Blades. All melee weapons you are carrying when the spell is cast deal damage as if one size category larger. Okay, same thing. Long Strider. The spell gives you 10-foot enhancement bonus to your base speed. It has no effect on other modes of movement such as burrow, climb, fly, or swim. Magic Fang. Magic Fang gives all natural weapons or unarmed strikes of the subject a +1 enchantment bonus on an attack and damage rolls. The spell can affect a slam attack, fist, bite, or any other natural weapon. Oh yeah, I guess my fist would count as natural weapons, wouldn't they? Summon allies, Nature's Ally 1. The spell summons to your side a natural might. The summoned ally appears where yada yada. Unbreakable Heart, delay poison, resist energy. What are you? Freebooter. So you kind of get up into people's jam and stab them. Should probably have healing. +7 reflex. Maybe do entangle. Personal. Maybe we'll just do healing for now. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can just rest. I don't know what we're going to be fighting against. That's the problem. Resist energy. I think we'll do this for now. You have no spell. Okay, so you are a cleric. Magic Fang. Bless. Okay, you get Guidance, Light, Resistance, Virtue. Seems to be pretty much the same spells as before. Maybe we'll just keep those spells for now. Hold Animal. And then same spells. Protection from Alignment Communal. Restoration. Which doesn't need anything. And Move Paralysis. Dominate Animal. The spell functions like Dominate Person, except the spell is restricted to creature type. You can make any humanoid creature fight on your side as if it was your ally. Attack your opponent to the best of its ability. However, the creature will try to throw off the domination, making a will save each round. And the same stuff. Prayer and resist energy communal. Wizard. Acid splash. Days Joy. That seems right. Mage armor. Yada yada yada. Mage armor. Shield. Enlarge person and magic missiles. Summon monster 2. Burning arc. Spell causes an arc of flame to leap from your fingers, burning one enemy nearby plus one additional enemy per 3 caster levels, each of which must be within 15 feet of the primary target. It deals 1d6 points of fire damage per caster level, maximum 10d6 to the primary target. For every additional target, reduce the number of damage dice by half. Rolled down. Each target can attempt a reflex saving throw for half damage. Oh. False Life. You harness the power of Unlife to grant yourself a limited ability to avoid death. While the spell is in effect, you gain temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus 1 per caster level, maximum plus 10. Summon, and all that. Monster level 3, Fireball, okay. Willa's Journal. Don't know who that is. So how are we doing? The Barony in ruins yet? Need some equipment. Show me what you have. So I guess the money is for supplies. Crimson Counselor, Quarterstaff. +2. Fire Gemstone. The staff contains 6 charges that are replenished each day. By spending 3 charges, its wielder may cast Fireball. By spending 2 charges, they may cast Scorching Ray. This doesn't seem to recharge, so I think wands are kind of a one and done type thing. of stuff here. A masterwork of like everything. Vengeance of the Meek. +2 giant bane sling staff. Here is some decent stuff. Becomes immune to fatigue and exhaustion. Can activate the necklace to surround yourself in an aura of nothingness. While the aura is activated, creatures adjacent to the looter take 2d6 points of damage per round. Oh, that thing. Okay, well, I don't know what we're fighting against, so I don't know what to supply and all that.
Focus.
Oh. Alright.
I can see my destination.
Hello, hello. Come in, sit. I'm a little busy just now, but I can make some time for you. You're not bothering me over nothing, are you? We fought together for a long time, but I still don't know much about you. Where are you from? People know as much as I allow, which I grant is little. However, a person is defined by their past, but is defined not by their past, but by their actions. The way they behave when faced with danger and temptation, how they hold up under pressure, and how they spend their leisure. After however many years together, you know me better than most. As for my homeland, it is of no importance. They do not miss me, and I have no longing to return. Tell me, how did you end up in a party of mercenaries? I did not end up in one. I created it. I sold everything I had, and combined my efforts with a certain hot-tempered young man, set on advancing his humble glory as much as I was set on increasing my humble savings. As you can see, it was a successful venture. However, I often still ask myself if it was the best decision of my life, or the greatest error. You and Magar constantly argue about everything. How did you manage to bring the Varnhold host to victory despite the discord? By a miracle, no less. Varn is a natural tactician, able to turn defeat into victory with a single maneuver. But strategy, long-term planning, politics, the words are meaningless to him. How many times has he won a war only to lose the peace? How many times has everything we paid for in blood somehow ended up in someone else's vault? Anyway, do not pretend you are a passive bystander to our arguments. Whatever we discuss, you always have an opinion, do you not? Making decisions is you and Magar's responsibility. I only carry things out. It is your right to say how you wish to be seen, but I know things are not so simple. What do you think of the barony's prospects? I am none too hopeful, at least not until Varn gets his head straight and starts learning to see things like a politician, not a brawler. The experience of our shared adventures does not reassure me. Need I remind you how we hunted the Noose, that famous witch? Was that the time we defeated a cunning and powerful enemy, using 36 goat horns and a bucket of phosphorant paint? Haha! It was the time you decided we should rely on a cheap masquerade as a stratagem. ambushing a witch after making the entire party look like a horde of horned demons. I refused to believe there was any logic behind this. However, Varn's initial plan was so ridiculous that it could hardly have been made any worse. Using a party leader as bait, risking havoc in case of his death. It was completely insane, and that sums up Varn, who is capable of great insights and bright ideas, but he risks too much and has no sense of consequences. I cannot vouch for the fate of Varnhold if he does not rein himself in. I have to go. Yes, you and I are both busy people now. What a joke, to be the advisors to a baron who is doing everything in his power to destroy his own state. Magar stands half-turned to you. There is tension in his pose, although he only stares into the distance. Without turning, he begins to speak. Me, number 2. You're right on time. We need to discuss the incident in Dunsword, and about 1,000 other things that have come crashing down on us, along with the Baronhood. Let me ask you a question. How is it that you're not sick to death of arguing with Seifel? You've done it every day for years. Magar smiles coyly. It's a well-thought-out strategy. No, I mean it, seriously. I've seen firsthand that the best way to rule is when one person makes the decisions and has the responsibility, but lets everyone else speak and tries to hear them all. No one is perfect, me number 2, especially mercenary Captain Magar Varn, who somehow became a ruler for no good reason. As long as Seifel is with me, as long as I hear him contradicting me at every tiny step, well, I won't risk convincing myself of my own infallibility. Of course, there's another side to this. Making decisions nowadays means drowning in endless arguments, and governing is a competition in finding out who's the biggest idiot. That's why you're so important to me. Magar adds much more seriously. Without you, Seifel and I would end up acting like fools because we wouldn't be able to stop arguing at the right time. Is it alright that most of the time I want to give both of you a good beating? Someone to talk to doesn't hurt either. Without that, I'd go mad, and Seifel would end up so exhausted that he'd have to retreat to some hermitage to honor Asmodeus in the silence of the oak groves. Oh, I'm joking. But still, you do bring harmony to our trio. At least a bit. Though our troop is never the most harmonious. Don't understand that response, but alright. How are you coping with everything crashing down on you, along with the title? Just think of it. I am now a baron. That's right, your grace. Magar smiles through his gloom. I thought after so many years of leading the party, more responsibility wouldn't be a problem. And I was right. I'm not afraid of responsibility. But I'm afraid of how little freedom I have left. Our wild exploits are over, me number 2. Of course, I can still steal some time to swing my sword around, but we'll never get back to how it was before. Remember that adventure in the 3 valleys on the border between Rosland and Iza? When the Noose Witch and her rabble were practically ruling the region and the Cervantes made it a point to do nothing, waiting for the Adori to make their move? Jamadi did the wise thing then and sent a team of mercenaries. That's us, instead of her own warriors. But we definitely didn't do a single wise thing. You remember whose idea it was to use me as bait? Your own, of course. Who else? Seifel wouldn't talk to you for a month after that. To have him tell it, I'm a reckless boy who puts his heart and his appetite for risk above safety and profit. And I must say, Seifel can be right at times. But yes, it was an insane plan. Of course, we could have listened to Seifel, waited for the scouts from Galt, and watched while more and more people went missing. But time was running out, and the Noose was building shrines to demon lords practically out in the open, and doing whatever she pleased. She must have been the most elusive enemy we ever met. A witch with an incredible talent for conjugations and illusion, with almost animal cunning. We tracked for over a year and never caught up with her once. Well, we were right about the plan. To make her drop her guard, we'd have to make her feel like the hunter, not the prey. I was the prey. We figured she'd be well distracted by the commander, betrayed by his own people. And sure enough, you were able to seize the wretch. You know, I never told you, but for a moment there, I wasn't sure I was going to make it. I was all tied up, laying in that stupid box. And then on the altar, all the while wondering whether you'd ever show up. Would you have enough time? But of course, I never expected what happened after that. I could just assume you'd jump out of the ambush and capture the witch before she had any chance to kill me. I would just as well imagine that you'd make a mistake, arrive a moment late, and my life would be forfeit. But in the name of Caden Calranian, the one I could never have imagined was a horde of horned monsters, howling in 100 voices, pouring down from all directions. But then I looked more closely at their leader and recognized my loyal assistant, and indeed my future general. I couldn't have been happier if you were an angel come down from the skies. God of alcohol, bravery, and freedom is one of the Ascended, those mortals who achieved godhood by passing the test of Starstone. Because legend tells that he passed the test while intoxicated, he was also known as the Lucky Drunk, the Drunken Hero, or the Accidental God. What do I need to know about the incident in Dunsword? There is a place in my dominions called the City of Hollow Eyes. Until recently, it was considered quite a peaceful and harmless place, despite its name. But something strange is going on there. Our scouts reported that centaurs have attacked the locals, and a gang of cutthroats is wandering the area. It's a good bet that the centaurs and the bandits were uprooted by something else, something dangerous. Or perhaps they're drawn to the place by something precious. One day I will certainly become a decent baron. I'll sit on its throne, sip wine, and grow fat. But before that wonderful day comes, I hope to add a few more pages to the adventures of the Varnhold host. So, if you're ready, General, say the word. I'm ready to stretch my legs. I'm ready to set off to Dunsword, and so are our people. Are you sure? It's your call, but I'm going to ride you hard, just like the good old days. There won't be time for daydreaming or replenishing supplies. Fine, I'll heed your warning and take a little more time to prepare. If you say so, report back when you're ready. I have to go. Things to do. So long, my friend. Come back soon, either on business or just to chat over a cup of wine. We're leaving on an adventure. Alright, let's try it. I'm ready to set off to Dunsword, and so are our people. Let's go, everyone's ready to get back on the road. I like that attitude. Let's go. I'm a monk. I think I'm probably the most tanky person. You're a rogue? Oh, we can't rearrange. Okay, fine. We'll arrange after. Oh, interesting. I can't explore. You just kind of go.
It's time we had a rest.
Oh, alright. Looks like everything's kind of auto-picked correctly. One, two, three, four, five. We're missing one. I'm up. Arn's there. You're there. You're looking. You don't seem... Nope. You're looking. You don't seem to do anything. Oh, really? Set traps. Set alarm. Alright. What do you do? Magar Varn set several traps that will protect the camp from monsters, which will spring if an enemy attacks. Syphilortinus casts an alarm spell, which lasts for 1 guard shift and warns of any enemy in the area. Okay, so I guess only the 2 of you can do special things. Alright, that seems to be, like, picked properly.
People always invent such creepy names for old ruins. I bet when the Cyclops were alive, they called that place Goat Smell Walk or something of that sort.
I highly doubt it. The ancient Cyclopes, after all, had far better taste than you.
There were complaints about merchants disappearing in this area, along with their goods. We should look into this.
Did we just get sidetracked? I think we did. Okay, so you're a rogue, so you should be back there. You're a wizard, you should be back there. You're a cleric. Okay, you're a monk, so you're a little bit more tanky. Uh, 19 AC. 44 health. You'd be up. Elk is someone's companion. I can't remember who. I think maybe this guy. Something like that. And then you. Okay, so. Get rid of all this stuff for now.
I'm up for an adventure.
I kind of think the same thing. You.
Keep your wits about you.
Scaled Fist can expend 1 point from her key pool as a swift action to imbue her natural attacks with electricity, causing them to deal an extra 1d6 points of electricity damage for a number of rounds equal to half her monk level. Oh, that's kind of neat. A key thing. You can go here. Oh, so does this stack? $21. Well, I guess that's when you're attacking. Maybe it's stacked. Hmm. You can go charging in. You can do that unlimited number of times, I guess. All this is mostly spells. Okay.
Spare me the details.
These are spells. Acid Dart. As a standard action, you can unleash an Acid Dart targeting any foe within 30 feet as a ranged touch attack. The Acid Dart deals 1d6 points of acid damage plus 1 for every 2 wizard levels you possess. You use this ability a number of times equal to 3 plus your intelligence modifier. Interesting. And 1d3, d3, d3. Let's do that for now.
I'm here.
You could probably charge. So this is like one or the other kind of thing. Also debilitate the target, causing him to take penalty for 1 round. Target becomes bewildered. -2 to AC. Takes an additional -2 to AC against all attacks made by the rogue. So easier to hit. That's always good. Target takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls. In addition, target takes an additional -2 penalty on attack rolls it makes against the rogue. So easier to hit, less likely to get hit for us. Hampering injury. All the target's speeds are reduced by half to a minimum of 5. Yeah, I think we'll go with that for now.
Does anyone require my counsel?
And then... Yeah, I think we're okay with that kind of... That layout. Alright, let's kind of check out this area.
There's something unusual.
Something is wrong here. Be on your guard.
Well, that was easy. Damn it! Looks like I failed. Can you imagine?
I can't remember what his
You got
old
another
voice
one.
was, but I'm pretty sure I liked it better than this one. Oh, we've almost leveled up. Oh, is this tutorials? I forgot about these things. Really? Go well. Oh. Armor class of 14, so we need higher. So let's turn that off. Damn it! Don't! Shouldn't I have, like, deflected that? Oh, I deflected that one, but not the first one? What?
Believe in yourselves. Fight me.
Why did I not... What? Oh, there's so many guys.
No fear!
On your knees!
That wasn't great.
Victory is near.
Damn. Ow.
You've made your choice.
Damn. That was less than great. You're slow. Speed 20. Why? You have potions that we should take out.
Attack!
Nice.
I am inclined to withdraw. Please get to the point.
Fire hurts.
This cannot continue.
Let's just grab everything right now. So that's an exit. So let's look down here. That's also an exit. Oh, that's an entrance to a cave. Okay, so what do we got? Got dagger. Short sword. Who's using daggers? You're using dagger +1, so that's not good. Light hammer. Masterwork longbow. Using +1s, I think, right? Yeah. Okay, so then armor. You've got is better. You don't want to wear armor. Your armor is better. Well, you're wearing medium armor. Yours is much better. And you don't want to wear armor. And that's even worse armor. Alright, let's level up people. Level up the wizard first. Enabling the pre-made build will activate the auto level up for all your characters. This will change the game's difficulty to custom. Oh. Wait, was I playing a custom before because I was using pre-made guys? Oh, I'm going to be so mad if we went through challenging and we didn't get the achievement because of that. Sure. Getting haste and stinking cloud. Creates a bank of fog that is created by a fog cloud, except the vapors are nauseating. Living creatures in the cloud become nauseated. This condition lasts for as long as the creature is in the cloud and for 1d4 plus 1 rounds after it leaves. Roll separately for each nauseated character. Any creature that succeeds on its save but remains in the cloud must continue to save each round. This is a poison effect.
At your service.
And we should look. You've got extra slots. Oh, and we got scrolls, so we should learn from them. We should do that first,
My
actually.
plans always come to fruition.
Equip, use, drop, inflow. Drop, use, equip, drop, use, inflow. Okay, so I don't think... There we go. Copy to spell. I was going to say, I think these are cleric spells. Okay, you learned haste. Let's put haste in. Summon small elemental. Burning arc. Do another burning arc. Okay, then you next as a cleric. Earned nothing new. Cool. Okay, so you as a pirate, you're getting a combat style feat. And you're learning improved 2-weapon fighting. Get a second attack with your offhand weapon, albeit at a -5 penalty. Do you not get that? Or maybe it's a bigger penalty.
Fortune favors the bold.
No? Oh, you get a second attack with your offhand. Okay, so we get a plus. I see. So now she gets 4 attacks. Okay, level 6, you're getting a rogue talent. Slow reactions. Opponent damaged by the character's sneak attack can't make attacks of opportunity for 1 round. Meh. Oh, is that always on? That's not a thing we have to activate? That's pretty good then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not a special... Okay, so Oh, okay, so circles I think are things you always have. Squares that I think are like... Or no, wait, squares are what you always have. Circles are like things you have to activate. I think. Okay, so the other guy is getting a bonus feat, getting combat reflexes. Arc skin as a key power.
Never stop learning.
Me leveling up at 6. We're gonna have bonus feet and wholeness of body, which lets us heal. Okay, so we get blind fight, crane style, disarm, dodge, improve initiative, trip. I'm gonna take blind fight. That got added in. That got added in.
Ask away.
Don't need that
Yes,
added
my
in.
friend.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Haven't really played a whole lot. Oh, snap. Your Grace, chest no good. Need kicking. Chests eat goblin in times. Saw it once. If it eats me, you'd be no baron no more. You'd be with no bear no more. Oh, he thinks it's a mimic. Me open it for you, Baron, your grace. Me be Baron, chest be mine. No touch Baron's treasure. Oh, this upgrades automatically too? Oh, okay. I thought we only got the summons. I didn't realize we also got the heals too. That might change. Did we put a healing on? Oh, we got an extra slot though. Sure. Um, I think we'll do another one of those. Okay, so we didn't have any healing picked. Of course, we overhealed. I think I should have done that the other way around. Alright, let's try fighting, I guess.
What is it?
think Fireball is probably a good one to use.
Combat is adjourned.
I don't know what damage. Only, I guess 3 of them. That's not. I feel like they didn't do a full lot of damage. We're gonna have you hold back. We're gonna have you hold back too.
You shall pay.
That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, you probably needed to heal. I don't know if I can bring you back or not after you're hurt. I am too used to being able to get my full attacks. Why are you going again? Did I miss a turn again? I think there's a freaking bug with this game, because there's no way I missed a turn again. Damn. And then we rolled a 1 on him.
Press on!
I have no idea if I need to like revive you to come back or how this works.
No quarter.
1 damage, really? Wow.
So it comes to this.
Believe in yourselves.
Not sneak attack? Good damage. Wow. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Damn. That was a lot of XP too.
Fight me!
Oh yeah, I forgot you can like mark it. Which guess it's less of a thing now. Oh, okay, you come back. So I guess you still need to be healed, but possibly don't need reviving? Alright, are you actually a mimic?
Damn it!
Rolled a 4. Nah, we're gonna save scum that. I need money again.
You got another one?
Oh man, did we ever get money? Okay, I feel a little bad about save scumming that, but worth it. Okay, so we got a bunch of non-magic stuff. 1d6 short sword. You're +1, so you're better anyway. Natural armor, I'll give that to me. Nature's ally. Okay, let's move on. Oh, we got a journal update. Forgot to check it out before. Find out what's going on in the city of Hollow Eyes. Something strange is going on in Dunsword, in a place called the City of Hollow Eyes. Centaurs, who haven't made contact with settlers for a long time, have recently been spotted there, as has a gang of cutthroats. The situation must be addressed.
Without a doubt.
I think I remember this map. Alright, save it. I think we're gonna call it here. Yeah. I'm getting tired, and we played a couple hours. So, I think I saw online that the DLC is supposed to be like 10 to 12 hours. But I'm kind of bad at these games, so we're going to have to reload a couple times, I think. And we're reading stuff. So I'm thinking it's going to be more like 16 to 20 hours. So I don't think we're going to finish it next week, but I think sometime the week after that we should. Hopefully. That's kind of the hope and plan, but we'll have to see. Because I'm curious if maybe I kind of screwed myself on not buying supplies. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it is possible, although I kind of feel unlikely, that we are not going to return back to the city now. Like, we were given, that was a lot of money for level 5. So I'm almost thinking that was a buy whatever you need for this entire DLC. So I don't think we're going to necessarily get another store. So I might have hosed myself on that. But I don't know. I mean, if I really need to, I'll lower down the difficulty. Just, again, just get through it. I just kind of want to see what the story is. I'm not too worried about achievements. Although, I might have to Google if there was a challenging, finish the game on challenging mode achievement, and if we missed it. Because when I activated that pre-made thing, and the thing popped up saying, oh, if you're going to do this, you're changing it to custom, I think I might have screwed myself out of that achievement. Which pisses me off, because that was the whole reason I picked challenging. Otherwise, I would have been like normal. So, I'm going to be a little mad if that's the case. But anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you so much for playing with me, guys. I appreciate it. And I will see you next time.